Hello there. Stay a while for the purposes of viewer retention. Diablo. This is Diablo 4. This is me. I'm Adam. There's Ben.
Hey, I'm over here.
And Tommy is here too.
Yoo-hoo!
Are you going to mix the channels so I sound like I'm off to the right? Because
Ooh, no way.
No,
but
that's
good
Dolby
idea.
spatial audio. If you tilt your computer, you
Welcome to
can hear
this
them.
4D experience of Diablo 4. This is the beta that is running this weekend, or the weekend just gone, and the next weekend. We're jumping in. This is me. My character's... I can't find a way to make you say, "What's up, dog?" I'm named Dog. We're jumping in.
This game's got that dog in it.
We tried to do a couple of co-op things.
Yes.
The recording's fucked up. We're all in the room now, and we're watching Diablo 4 here.
Yes.
I've played a bunch of the other Diablo games. Ben, you have too.
Yeah, it used to be my favorites. Got those Blizzard packs with StarCraft as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, baby.
And it's daytime now.
Oh,
Look at this, nice and bright. So
My angle on the first two attempts we had at this video was that I'd never interacted with Diablo before, and that was my first time seeing it, and that's simply not true now. I consider myself something of a veteran after sitting on Discord for an hour yesterday and watching it happen.
that's the difficulty level I'm playing on too here in this always online sort of MMO-y, lighty kind of Destiny-ish version of Diablo they've got going here. You can see that they've kind of visually returned to... By the way, I should say, first of all, this is like the beta. We've been asked to tell you any bugs you see may well be because of the beta.
Yes.
So ignore them. Give people the benefit of the doubt, I suppose.
I haven't seen any bugs yet, though.
Yeah.
In the first minute and a half.
Let's zoom in because this is a mucky town. I bet there's some somewhere.
We had a lot of bugs yesterday with us trying to do our jobs, but
Yeah.
that was...
That might have been the OBS beta we were using.
Yeah, no, that's because my brain is in beta version still. So,
Fucking looks beautiful, this game. Like,
Yeah.
look at all of that reflective water stuff, the little cart tracks in the mud.
it does look nice and it's been running pretty well. I'm on like a 2070 Super here and it runs well. What do you want me to show you? What would you like to see?
Let's look
here
in
from
the
Diablo?
inventory.
Hey, it's a big Diablo part and look at this.
It is.
I'll chuck a ring on.
Nice.
I liked it, so I, did the thing you meant to do with it. I keep getting these herb caches and I don't know where from. Herb
What do they
cache
do?
sounds like a guy from the 50s. They give you some herbs.
What do herbs do, though?
You build shit. So there's a lot of
Okay.
there's
Not
a
health?
lot of different
Usually
it's-
health.
Well, you are wrong.
Yeah, this is not... I've never seen herbs in Diablo. Maybe they were in 3. I didn't play... Well, I played a lot of it, but I don't remember any of it.
There's a lot of
I was in a strange period of my... No, I don't know why. It was just a long time ago. It didn't stick with me like 1 and 2 did.
there's
Not
a
that
lot
formative
more
time.
Right, exactly.
There's a lot more like kind of crafting stuff that it seems that you'll get to in this. This beta only takes you up to level 25.
Right.
We're gonna go do this little side quest here.
What about the world? Are there limits on where you can go? I assume you're limited to one area?
I don't know.
Or is it open world? Yeah. Oh,
That got me off guard. I was like, this is a violent map. What's
That
going
was-
on here?
Like one of those like be careful while you're driving type of ads.
Yep.
You look at
Yeah.
the map for too long and your little GPS. So this is Diablo. This is
Yeah.
what you do in Diablo. You stab ghouls by pressing down the left button on your mouse.
That would be a
right.
hell of a TAC ad. Someone's just got the
we
Melways
going?
out. And they just
Yeah.
get carjacked because they weren't paying attention.
It's very much the same as the older games in
In the good ways, right?
mostly. There are some differences which I'll show you. This isn't different, being able to do shit like this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very like show tunesy kind of move there.
Were you a barbarian first, Nox?
I
First playthrough usually?
I love doing the simple ones.
Yeah.
Just to let you sit back and relax and get to stabbing.
I love playing the Necromancer in 2. You get a bit of good melee stuff, but you can just like summon skeletons and like shoot bone spears. But the Necromancer was not available for this beta. I think
Yeah.
it's Sorcerer/Sorceress, Barbarian, Rogue, and one other one maybe?
There are 5 classes all up, and yeah, two of them weren't available
Yeah.
for the beta, which I believe is open next weekend, so anybody can jump in. This was like an early access beta that we play
Yes.
currently. Yeah, the co-op elements to do with your different classes too are very much focused on in this one. And they've always been a big part of Diablo in the past.
Yeah.
But they're really brought front and center here with the always online-y kind of nature of it. I don't remember if 3 had as much of that. I don't think so. But when you're running around the world in this one, you're seeing folks.
Yes.
Just trotting around. Very, like, there's world events that you can join in with different people to do little quests.
Yeah, there's a world boss, apparently, this weekend.
Right.
Forget the name. Azul something?
Some Diablo name.
Yep.
Probably ends in Toth.
This move where you're giving them the old razzle dazzle, are you having to wait for that to recharge?
So I've got Fury down there, right?
Okay.
That's that, and different classes will have like mana maybe there and different sort of...
It used to only be mana.
Yeah, different ability
Right.
stuff will be down there. You've
Okay,
got...
and your special moves are using that up.
Yes.
Okay.
And I've got like... So have a look at this.
These big bastards.
Watch me dash around in another second when it recharges. Whoop! Can't catch me. That's what he says every time. I've just turned that off. That is a difference from this. There are a few sort of control elements that I think the Souls game's getting big. Oh fuck! I'm getting. The Souls game's getting big, kind of in between Diablo 3 and 4 coming out, has led to what I think are a couple of positive changes. Mm-hmm. Like with my healing, you might be seeing going on down the bottom left there. You've got, instead of having like potions just in your inventory that you need to buy and bind to a number, but you're always using them, so you've always got them and you're always refreshing them and buying them fresh. You've got...
It was a bit of busy work, always like reorganizing your inventory to fit them in and stuff.
You've got a limited number of basically Estus Flask type of heals down in the bottom left here that you press with Q and quickly get into your bloodstream.
Do you think it's Q for quick? For quick heal?
I think it's Q for that's where your hand is. But then you're getting these little potions that are dropping in the world here to refill them.
Yeah.
And
Q
it's a
for
nice
quite helpful.
change.
Q for Q from James Bond.
Q for quench your thirst for health.
Yep.
Q for Anon. I wonder if we'll get demonetized now. But
no, you said Anon as its own word.
Yeah, even that I would say maybe they should get rid of.
Yeah.
Imagine that as an end to this whole saga. 2 attempts at the video which don't record, and then the third one gets deleted by YouTube.
We get deplatformed entirely.
So
this game is cursed.
You've got a little companion there, Nox. You just hire them from a...
Yeah, what's his asshole
She's to
doing?
do with the quest. We're looking for her husband, Fyodor.
But I remember trying to start this quest yesterday.
Yeah, I feel like we need a whispering key. Hey,
Fyodor Dostoevsky is in this game.
I can unlock whatever you need. Mm-hmm. Let me help you. Well...
I love a bit of gold.
Yeah.
I certainly don't know where Fyodor is. So
I love it when I die and all the money just goes flying out of my pockets.
You've got this skill tree here. Different classes have different abilities, as you might imagine.
I didn't quite get my head around because you. Oh, I think it was initially you can unlock a skill, but if you haven't progressed enough to unlock a skill slot, you can't use it yet. So I think I unlocked a skill and then was like trying to bind it to square or something. But yeah, as you level up, you unlock those slots down the bottom of the screen. And then in the skill tree, you choose.
These ones unlock at level 10.
Right.
And so this is filling up as you go down or go up the level path. You can see there that, you need this number of skill points to unlock those things. And you unlock more and more complex skills. This one I've just gotten here. Let's get some more movement speed. I love to move quick. I'm Sonic. But that's all Diablo shit, and it's stuff that is a lot of games' thing now, because Diablo 2 especially was so influential in the sort of action RPG thing. That mentioning Destiny before, it's funny to see that game in particular, I feel, fold back into this.
Yeah.
Because all these coloured loots and all of that sort of stuff, you're getting them in every second fucking game now.
Yep.
And the way that this structurally seems to be built now versus the older Diablo games really seems like it's taken some of the fear of missing out, keep you playing hooks that Destiny has figured out in the years between.
Because, before 3, which was the first one with, like, proper persistent-ish online stuff and co-op and stuff. Although there was Battle.net, which was like, early multiplayer.
Yeah.
2 was like, here's a little area, here's a bunch of quests. It's single player first. It's a story. It's all about atmosphere, you being out there on your own in the wilds. A lot of exploration, whereas this is like, if you look at the map, you can kind of see where all the paths go.
Right, this is new for sure, this map up here. You had one if you pushed tab or whatever. By the way, I found Fyodor. Here he is. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Now what?
It's... no, I don't know where...
Let's go, right.
Where the fuck this
Sighted him.
Yeah.
Sayonara.
Yeah, pay me.
It's noticeable, I suppose, when you take a game series as long-running as Diablo, nearly fucking 30 years now, almost. You can see the interaction... Oh, fuck, okay, here he is.
Hey.
The interaction of how, this influences other things, and then there's 10 years go by before another one comes out, so the things it influence it, and I don't know, it's interesting. This is still obviously quite early on, but...
When's this actually out?
June or July,
Okay.
I want to say, around that part. So we're a few months away still. So hopefully this guy can heal up by then. But yeah, I'm that's the one part of this that I've sort of seen that I'm like wary about is how it'll potentially get very seasonal and like come back because here's big Diablo Thothathoth enemy to fight, and I don't like that type of
legendary loot only available this weekend, that kind of thing.
I imagine they'll do that because every game, or so many games now do it for a reason. But and I am guessing at that partly because the intro to this especially is a lot more story focused than the Diablo games have been. There's a lot of long cutscenes right at the beginning here, which again is just something it's just different to what I ever came to Diablo for.
Right.
And I came to Diablo.
Well, there was some big old demon titties in those other games. But yes, the older ones, it was like, this angel's fighting this demon. Now the demon's out in the world, and you're just like a mysterious stranger going from town to town fighting people.
Yeah, it was just like if something's got a red border, click it.
Oh!
Here we go. Speaking of red borders.
Give that a click.
So I've got this little bash thing that if I do it 4 or 5 times, it'll stun her.
Oh.
Steve Austin style. And there she goes.
The stunner.
This is classic, what you're saying. Long-running franchise, moves with the times, folds in some stuff that's become popular in the meantime. Door left wide open for indie dev to just come in and make a, spiritual old school success. You know what I mean? Where it's like, hey, for those of you that just want the old school, none of this online crap, none of this story-driven, timed events.
And a ton of developers have done that in the last 20 years as well.
While people were when people were disappointed by 3, while people were waiting for 3, Torchlight was the big one, probably the first big one.
I clicked on it too quickly, by the way, but I just said to her, that woman was a demon. Which, it's nice to be matter of fact about this.
You've said that before to us, Knox, about plenty of...
It's my default. So this shit here is why I'm doing this. Look at that. Skullbreaker's spinal.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Look at that big fucking crazy sword. That if you're not interested in watching numbers get higher than they used to be, don't bother with Diablo probably.
Yeah.
Because that's what you're getting. And it's like, it's enjoyable in like a relaxing kind of way. For as gothic and everything as the art is, it's really a peaceful game where you're...
Yeah.
This is how people feel about the Pokies rooms.
Kind
Right,
of, yeah, and
You're
the
sitting
video
there.
game equivalents, the clickers and the vampire survivors and the whatever.
Yeah.
Your Candy Crushes, your mindless sort of... Man, if podcasts had existed when Diablo 2 was out, I would have been probably a bit happier.
Or at the age that you were at, more radical by now.
Yeah.
So let's go do this main mission, why not?
I don't think I could be more radical than I am right now. I'm currently kickflipping.
The only time I would stop Diablo is to go skating, back at the time this was.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I guess I was sticker worthy.
So you're doing a lot of grinding in these games.
Damn, that's true. So, I
I guess
mean,
Tony Hawk was the original Diablo ripoff then.
Yeah.
you get the idea of what this game is already. Like, this is what we're going to be doing forever.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, mate. you could pick up your game.
This is what you're going to be doing from 1 p.m. till 2 p.m. Saturday to make sure that you don't miss the special helmet event.
Yes.
Imagine not getting the special helmet and thinking for the rest of your life, if only I had have cancelled my lunch plans on Saturday.
Yeah, that's
my whole life would be different.
It's a lot of speculation on my part that is like, it's not super in here just yet, but
The framework's set up for it, though, right?
completely, you can feel the bones already there. It's, I think, going to go in that direction. Which, you know, just at this point, the sort of, I forget what people tend to call them, but the
Games as a service?
Yeah, that's the fucking
it's going to
one.
rule if that doesn't happen, and then this video is just up on our channel forever.
And people are like, it's the ultimate single player.
Best value for money, no microtransactions at all.
Hey, Nox, it looks like our YouTube account deleted that video. It's something, maybe you bumped a button
weird.
or something?
Yeah, no, I don't know why that would have happened. Never log in again, though.
Okay,
To
it's
look for a
come back
paper
up,
trail.
and your audio is just not in it at all.
No,
It's so weird.
you're wrong. See how quickly I could get myself out of a situation like that.
It's just audio of me and Tommy being like, I don't think that's true, Nox.
But look, so many games are that at the moment, and
Yeah, yeah.
my point being that there's nothing like necessarily wrong with that sort of thing, but there's just so many that have done it now that no one's going to have space for as many as want you to have space for them.
Yeah.
But yes, Diablo is such a sort of iconic series, and I don't know. I don't even think that
Like,
necessarily is a bad thing.
Look at this shit. This is Diablo.
Yeah.
But there's a cutscene happening.
Look at this. Ooh.
I know what I saw.
Yeah.
She was a real beast.
You saw a cow. That was with a he if you saw horns.
I think my mother's trapped in there with her. You let me
Look, they're not bad. They're,
Yeah.
you know, this is a cutscene from a game.
That guy's named Vigo.
He actually broke his toe in this scene, so that's why the scream sounds so realistic. Did you know that?
Yeah, there's a later cutscene where he fights fully nude. And he is not packing. Brutal. Brutal for
nice.
Viggo Mortensen.
Look at this fucking cool spine sword that I've got there.
Yeah, what is that? That's the one you got
That's
from...
the one I just got. I'm
Yeah.
killing people with bones.
see.
That's the feeling that Diablo, like, that's what you're getting out of this.
Yeah.
Look at my fucking shit that I'm holding. Isn't that cool? Let
And
me
then-
go do the exact same thing I've been doing with all my other swords.
3 introduced the marketplace initially, where you can like sell each other loot.
Just spinning back
I like
and
the
forth.
way you're rotating to listen to people. Having a cutscene to make it seem a bit more immersive and realistic, and then you're just
Swiveling.
fucking lazy Susaning it up in conversation.
Yeah, like if you, there's something to be said about how enjoyable the solid sort of repetitive, you know what you're doing thing, how that feels with Diablo.
And yeah,
but it's also the game's biggest weakness if that doesn't
Right.
click with you.
But again, yeah, if you don't like Cookie Clicker when you play it one time, you won't like it. It's not going to get better.
There's almost a case to be made that that's nearly every game.
Sure.
It's just you're doing the same stuff. If you don't like holding an arrow and hitting a button to jump onto a brick, you will not like Mario.
So much jumping
Totally
in
agree.
Mario.
It's reductive. Like all music is just boop ba boop ba boop ba, but like there's more to it for sure.
Yeah.
I think that there could be a lot of like enjoyment to be gained from the persistent online stuff, like the events. Like if you like the game and it's not costing extra to do them, like
Yes,
as long as there's
that's
not
the- yeah.
some weird financial lever you have to pull.
I mean, Destiny is such a popular game right now because people love how fucked up it is.
Right. And I guess you pay for the expansions, but that means you're getting 10 years out of a game.
Right,
I've
to be
never
clear,
been,
there's no subscription fee for this or
Yeah.
anything. Like,
Yeah.
it's Blizzard who do World of Warcraft, so they know about MMOs.
Sure.
But
I've never been pulled into that style of game, but a large part of that is because that format has never been applied to a series or genre that I've already enjoyed.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I think this is one that anybody can get into easily as well. That's, again, one of the benefits of it being, point and click and pretty simple.
Yeah.
This was, or, Diablo 1 and 2 were the classic, one of the 3 boxes sitting next to Dad's computer in the office. It was
Yeah.
like this, Mist, and Quake.
Right.
were.
Flight simulator, maybe.
Oh damn! You've got a smart dad.
If Tears of the Kingdom came out and it was like a always online subscription, you can pay for everything in it, I think I'd be calling the accountant now and going like, now I need you to put a freeze on all of my cards because I simply can't be trusted.
Online co-op, everyone running around, Hyrule together.
Yeah, 15 links.
Fuck, that'd be
all
sick.
running around.
And it is true that, like, out of, any game, the Diablo games were always built with co-op as a pretty... Like, the longevity of Diablo 2 was because of its... Diablo 1 didn't have it as in the same way, but Diablo 2, people love the co-op in that, so...
Yeah, I guess that's the thing. It's like the frame... It doesn't seem egregious because it fits in so neat. You're already getting loot. You're already... Yeah.
It's just the world has changed because, like, when Diablo 3 came out, it had a lot of focus on that sort of stuff, and it, like, was flirting with the always online thing, and from just the times... people responded to it with a lot of negativity, and now it's not as much a part of the conversation, which maybe it doesn't need to be because, like, this has been fun so far, and I've enjoyed seeing the other people wandering around the towns and stuff. It has actually been cool.
I think this is actually what Dylan was imagining when he's saying the times they are a-changing.
Wow. He really was ahead of his times. When Dylan stopped playing board games and started playing video games, what a fucking traitor.
I mean, a bit rough of him to do that on stage at a music festival. Just throwing Catan off the table and firing up Pac-Man.
So, yeah, look, like, if you've played a bunch of Diablo before, you'll sink right into this straight away. Other than the kind of jarring for me focus on more story stuff, which I certainly didn't expect. Like, there are some long cutscenes in this, especially right at the start.
Right.
So it's not as much of the jump in and start stabbing thing that it maybe once was. But once you're stabbing, look at that. Look at me whirling around.
Yes.
I'm gonna make it after all. It's simple. It's a good time. Oh, yeah, and that's what I was going to say is that, like, with this dash and everything that I'm not really having to use right now, a couple of the bosses have been a little more in-depth with, like, needing to be pretty conscious of your location.
Right.
Things of that nature.
Because it used to be more like you would kite them around. You would run around the little area and heal up, wait for your little potions to heal you, and then go back in with all your abilities, bang, bang, bang.
Right.
Have a companion maybe take some of the attention, but there was no dodging.
You didn't really have the ability to do much even with your placement because you move so slowly and stuff.
It was really about having the right equipment and then having enough potions.
Using your abilities at the right times and stuff like that. Yeah, absolutely. So it's nice to have a bit more dynamism in this. I mean, not that it's always useful. I also like, and I don't remember if this was a thing with maybe 3, but you can click once and just hold to attack.
Oh, yeah.
And
to attack. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Revolutionary. My finger got so tired from Diablo 2.
Yeah.
You're getting a lot of these health potions too. Like, I've got it on, I think, the 2nd out of 4 kind of difficulty levels, which affect, I believe, sort of the instance of the world you're in, so you'll only be there with other people playing on Nightmare or whatever.
Are you, is this going to carry over into the full game?
I don't believe so. That carries between the 2 weekends of the early access thing, so if you've pre-ordered it and are playing this one already.
But I guess because they're potentially going to update the game.
Exactly.
Right?
They're retuning things in those last few months, you'd imagine, so I don't think so. It has also, like, there have been kind of some, what seemed to me to be, like, calling home to the server type of hitches and stuff, but again, this is a beta, and they haven't been massive. Like, it's been pretty polished so far.
Especially once you're in the area, right? Like, this has been totally fluid.
Totally, this is fine. And and there's no other folks in here with us. Like, those 2, both robots. How crazy is that?
Yeah.
ChatGPT can do anything these days. I don't know what these little walls are doing because it seems like I can just leap through them without worrying about it.
And now it's gone.
Yeah. Well, I think that
Really makes
Archer
you
guy was... I guess he really opened up to us, huh? Yeah, let's have a look at that. Damn, that looks nice, but it
A devilish
Apparently-
scorch blade.
Sucks compared to my
Right.
other stuff. 131, 170. I wonder if I can put it there. Nope.
Is there?
All right.
I get you may not have seen if there's transmog in this.
I believe there is.
Nice.
Or that
'cause
may
that
have been
also-
a different game I've been playing recently.
It was in something I was playing recently as well. Maybe fucking. Oh, I was in Harry Potter. But that's such a common thing now that wasn't, a thing at all in the old games.
Yeah, you transmog for it. You can use any equipment but make it look like other equipment that
Yeah.
you had.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that you
yeah.
can kind of dress yourself how you want.
Yeah,
Which
Always
is, again,
losing
a-
your stats.
A big
Always
part of
appreciate that.
things like
Oh, yeah.
this.
I like a game where it's popular in JRPGs where you're picking up equipment and it's like, hey, this hat. And you go, okay, yeah, equip that because it's got good stats. And then you're in no way is your character wearing the hat. Your appearance is
Right,
just locked.
Right.
It's like, yeah, but I'm wearing a helmet and a neck brace and I've got a ring on.
Yeah.
For
And then
whatever
I'm just a
reason,
big-breasted girly not wearing anything.
I'd prefer to have the default all the time because anything I wear that's good, I'll just look like a fucking clown.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Look at that. Big lady.
Damn.
We need to find my mother.
Is that your mother? Damn, you don't look like her.
Mm.
You're shorter.
But yeah,
Good one, dog.
Who the fuck's that?
I do wonder if we'll have like this weekend Morbius is in the game and stuff like that.
yeah. Great question. I'm just going to keep increasing my running speed. I'm buying stupid skills that I'm not paying that much attention to because this character's going to be deleted
Yeah.
within a week.
Also, it's
Yeah.
pronounced Morpheus. And that would actually rule if he was in this.
Yeah.
Man, that's it. Like, the strength it takes for a game developer to leave money on the table these days by
Yeah.
going like, no, you can't have cactus samurai. I don't know. I
Yeah,
can't
we're not
think of
putting
any
underdog in.
modern characters.
Yeah.
Jake from Adventure Time isn't gonna
Yep.
run around in Diablo.
That's cool that
Oh, I think I was meant to talk to that guy.
that's
but
cool that Jason Lee's keen, but we can't have My Name Is Earl be running around in Diablo 4. It makes literally no sense. I don't care that it's something on his list of people he wronged.
I had to talk to this guy before going down the lift. He could have gotten in
no.
with me, in my opinion.
Maybe he's very
Hello?
COVID precautious.
Why'd you go back up there?
Oh no, you've fucked it.
Maybe I just wasn't meant to go further. Vigo, you fucker. Where are you?
Vigo.
Figo.
Oh, I think I've come out at a different door to where I entered. Anyway, Beta. Whoop. You hear that?
Yeah.
This guy's in his 40s. Oh, God, okay. Oh, I used to be able to just get on a ladder without even making a noise. The visuals I'm finding strange. They're not quite the return to like the sort of 2 thing that I think they've really been pumping up. Like they're more along those lines
They're
than 3.
better than 3.
It's a bit of a middle ground between 2 and 3. I'm personally finding.
Yeah.
We need reinforcements.
Well, you could have come down the lift with me, and that would have been 2 more people. I think my big bone sword will be fine.
What was that?
Sorry, that was me. I had tacos for lunch.
Your big bone
Stomach
sword.
issues. Yeah, look at my bone sword. My sword's a bone. It's a spine.
Oh, yeah, no, but I more meant in reference to the tacos comment.
Well, I don't understand why.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty shocking, wasn't it?
The escort.
So you're seeing the level pop up of what it recommends for you for the areas you're in too there. So I don't think it's necessarily blocking places off. It seems quite open worldy. Like the map.
Yeah.
Well, this map isn't massive, but the where are we going? World map.
Oh,
Seems like there's a lot of places to go.
Yeah, that's bloody
that's a
massive.
bloody big
Yeah.
boy.
This is the bit I've run around so far.
Imagine if that was real life.
Whoa,
That'd be
dude.
huge.
Mate, step outside the front door. There's a whole world out there, and it's even bigger.
The sites love doing that, don't they? Oh, this map of Hyrule
Yeah.
in real life,
Yeah.
it'd take you 8 days to walk around the entire circumference of it. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Damn, that's crazy. You know, if my intestines were spread out everywhere, they'd reach
They'd wrap
to the
around the
moon
whole
or-
earth.
It's like, but that's just not true. Like, I can get in the car in
Where is she?
San Andreas and it takes me 6 minutes to drive across the state.
It'd
Yeah.
be very funny if those people just like
Let her get her in.
never seen the fast travel option. It's so big. I can actually get around it instantly, personally. Grendon.
Grendo.
Coming up with fantasy names is one of the worst possible jobs you could have.
Yeah.
Boris. Cremdor.
Grendon does just sound like a guy from Broadmeadows, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's angry Brendan.
Yes. Grendon.
It's a real like dude on maths
Yes.
kind of
Yeah.
name.
Get a load of this fucking chatterbox. Not that dead, is he?
The mum wanted to call him Gary, and the dad wanted to call him Brendan.
It's like he's introduced and you're like, who the hell calls their baby Grendon? And then you see at the wedding, you see a shot of the parents and you're like, yep,
Yeah.
this tracks.
They had him pegged. That's Grendon.
The dad's wearing a singlet in the church. All right.
I was about to say tuxedo t-shirt.
Did you guys catch Grendon doing a shaka before he died? Pretty cool.
But it's not too late. She can still be saved.
Look, with the story, I'll be honest, I'm bored to tears by it.
Right.
To tears.
In this, I'm weeping right
That's
now.
such a great sentiment.
Because there's been like long sequences, but none of them have been interesting.
Right.
I'm going to have a teary just to have something to do.
It's a lot of just like, Zezelzorp has
Yeah.
come back to reclaim the Shorbans. What? Oh no, all three Shorbans, they're out there somewhere.
Oh, no.
You've got to find... Oh, Indiana Jones.
It's always a tough leap, isn't it? Like,
That was a tough leap. Thank you for
well, no, it
noticing.
looked pretty easy. It seemed like the opposite.
No. I just made it look easy.
It's like long-running franchise. Story's never been a big part of this. Do you just lean into that? Or do you double down and go, let's try and become, one of the great franchises of storytelling?
There's Lilith. So she's, I think, the Diablo of this game. She's
Yes.
the big devil.
Yeah.
There's an okay cutscene with her to start, and like the very opening one, Blizzard's like CG sort of department is still very good, as they always have been. Make real realistic looking skin. The sort of shit that I love.
All right, Buffalo Bill. Yeah, I loved the opening cutscene. And that was like something that had been released maybe at one of those BlizzCons or something.
I think so. It's very like, I think the thing with it is that like, I'm not a Diablo lore Bible, but it seems like, those things from the 80s and the 90s where it's like, well, this is like my Dungeons and Dragons game come to life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
It's a bit of that where it's like, quick, healer, you need to spell the,
Yes.
the left flank.
Rogue, use your 2 knives that have +6. Yeah.
Fly, you fools. I'm going to skip through some of this. Let's get moving.
Yeah, I was doing a
Good
lot
on
of
you.
skipping when I was playing.
Good on you, man.
It's not bad. Like a happy young scout. I'm going to do a lot of skipping. Listen, cunts, let me through the door at least. A vile shaman. Just a yucky, disgusting shaman.
I do love how they've kind of updated all of those character models, all those enemies.
Yeah, it
From
is cool
older
seeing
games.
those little fucks come back. The
Yeah.
little, whatever they're called, little grubs. Ooh, look at this guy. A lunatic. Look, Tommy, it's you. A vile lunatic.
Nicest thing you ever said to me. Finally, someone gets what I'm going for.
I'm loco.
Twisted persona.
A way deeper in. Oh, I guess yeah, okay. The dungeons are pretty straightforward too, as they always have been with Diablo. I am finding this mini-map is making me a little less...
Explory.
Yeah, it's taking away, for me personally, a little bit of that feeling of, being in this fucking dungeon trapped.
Yeah, you were saying on one of our 15 other videos we tried, you're having the GTA thing of like, you got this like world that looks beautiful, but you just following the dot on the map. You're playing
Occasionally.
GPS simulator.
In some of the sort of, like, I think the dungeons are still sort of, for the most part, this is maybe not because it's like a main story one, but kind of procedurally generated and whatever. So you'll get a lot of like little rooms that just are fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Little
like,
nubbins. Yeah.
you got to have some dead space to be able to explore and have it be meaningful.
No, we played Dead Space a month ago, Nox.
Listen,
Nox, we've played Dead Space already.
you can't.
You're getting confused with the game we played a month ago.
Some
When you
games are
said Dead
named
Space-
after phrases.
No,
I'm loving
Phrases is
spinning it.
out next month.
That's the one where his brother is Niles. You're back in the room. What am I doing? I thought I found a way deeper in. Is this...
Yeah, wasn't
what's
the door
this little...
door was locked?
Story of my
I'm
life.
going to look for that thing.
What is that even? There you go.
Nice. That's deeper. You can't tell me going down doesn't mean deeper. As far as you can't tell me that going down is what you have to do instead of going down.
Yep, nice.
Whoop. Thanks for joining me. Mate, so we'll maybe get to the bottom of this place, I suppose.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
See what happens. Get after Lilith again from Frasier.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Is that the dog?
Mm-hmm. That's Marty's chair. That's why it's so ugly.
You are
Hate it being here. Shut up, Lilith. And I know I'm being like, I don't care about the story, and then skipping, but you know, for the sake of doing this, when I'm playing the actual game when it comes out, I reckon I'll be
Whoa.
seeing what it's got.
Oh, little half moon spectacles on to read all the text.
Yeah, yeah. Whee! It's a lot of fun doing that spin move.
I bet.
I'm pressing 1. You were playing a bit on the PS5, Ben, and it
Yes.
felt good on the controller and everything.
Yeah, I think that's how I'm going to play it. I was always, obviously, PC Diablo player, but the controls are really well laid out. I love a couch game.
Whoops.
Especially if I'm going to spend hours and hours and hours in it, which is easy to do with Diablo. You really get into that zone. I think I'll play it on PS5. And yeah, we did co-op that worked perfectly.
It did. It was very smooth to get in. None of the recordings messing up with the game's fault.
Yeah.
Have a look at this too. So I got these 4 different weapon slots here. I'm mainly using this bone sword, but I believe that each of these weapons will be tied to sort of different abilities that I'd unlock if I weren't just going for speed,
Right.
tank style. So I'm still not completely across this particular aspect necessarily. Also, there's all this shit.
And, like, I could be wrong, and we've been guilty of this before, but I don't think there was any sort of, like, tutorialization of that stuff.
Not of that particular mechanic to my recollection,
No.
Your Honor. But there is, like, a decent amount of it for... It gives you a couple options, too, of, like, I've played a ton of Diablo, just give me
True.
new stuff, or I'm new. Treat me like a baby.
Yeah.
And you get swaddled up with a fair few tutorials.
And I did, yeah,
I'd love a swaddling right now.
Yeah.
I did choose, like, I've done it before, but this stuff is new to the game, so...
There's a fair bit that they've added into this newest iteration of the long-running franchise, Diablo. Like those sort of area of effect things and being able to dodge out of them if you're paying attention is I kind of like that. This was always the action version of RPG, so taking in the biggest action RPG of the last decade, the Souls games, learning from them, you gotta admit, it's what you do.
It's smart. And I'm smart. So I would have done it, yeah.
Ergo, I love it because it reminds me of me.
Whoa.
I've not found it particularly hard. Again, I am on that second difficulty level, and early on. But I don't know, that ain't necessarily a bad thing. Not everything needs to beat your balls.
Yeah, I feel like from memory the previous ones, like it was pretty easy up until the first boss, and then it might make things a little difficult. You're gonna die, you're gonna have to reassess your approach. But a lot of one-hit enemies going down.
I mean, yeah, I'm barely paying attention to what I'm doing here. Maybe
Yeah.
that's pissing people off who are watching, but
They're getting some good riffs out of it.
Yeah.
a couple.
Lilith know we're coming.
What else is there even to show people? Like, how about this?
Yeah, I guess if there is a boss battle at the end of this.
It'd be nice to see, because like the first one in the game was a lot more had some proper real video game bossy type of moves where
Right.
there's dodge this bit. Oh, I'm gonna do an attack over here now, be careful.
Yep. The floor's going red. What could that possibly mean?
Does that mean go on to
I
it?
think go in the middle.
Yeah.
This is the bit where I stand to kill the boss.
Wait a minute. I've been hoodwinked here. It's actually
Hoisted by my own petard.
I couldn't tell you if I've ever seen a petard in
Yeah.
real life. Can't picture
Mate,
it.
I'm looking at one right now.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Yes,
Oh.
sir.
So I think that. Do you remember that sort of like other abilities screen I showed for a split second?
No.
Well, pay attention. Oh, look at all these guys. These are big.
God, they
Some
are.
big mamas.
Finally killed my
units.
oppressors.
All our ex-wives are hanging out together. It's the kind of thing the vile shaman would say.
Yeah. G'day, everybody. Oh, yeah, they tried to cancel the vile shaman. But, you know, I've
You
still
fellas
got
want to hear a joke?
3 goblins walk into a bar, right? You heard this one? Oh. Oh, fuck. What was I going to say? I had some other fucking incredibly insightful comment to make about the app. Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
This is the one I was talking
Oh,
about.
sure.
This one. This is just like, the more you do stuff, the more you get
Oh,
things.
yep.
You've got that as well. You're always earning. It's real, you know, Glengarry Glen Ross shit.
Yeah.
I'm chopping things up. You get the idea, right?
Yep.
I'd love to, if it's nearby, I would love to get to the end of this dungeon and really wrap things up with a...
Yeah, that would be nice.
I have to concur.
A natural kind of out for what we're doing here would be great.
Yeah.
So Blizzard, if you're listening,
I've got this idea, right, that like ending with, I call it a crescendo.
Oh, right.
Sort of just like a final moment that's like a culmination and a heightening of everything beforehand.
Isn't
Yeah.
that not actually what a crescendo is?
A crescendo is like a peak.
In
I believe.
musical terms, I swear some like fucking know-it-all was once told me like it's actually like the middle of the thing.
Well,
It's
you've
not
got to
the
kind
end.
of, you've got to come down because it's a peak. Like if you
Right.
imagine a bell curve, I guess it is more like that.
Yeah.
But it is also sensible to put a crescendo at the end of something. So you can go find whoever that was and tell them to fucking fuck off.
I think it was a guy named Adam Knox.
Maybe I believe him then. Look how quick. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I'm all green with slime. I've been to the MTV Kids'
Man,
Choice Awards.
everyone in this
Or Nickelodeon.
dungeon hates you.
I know. I don't know what I...
People really fucking do not like you.
What did I say?
This is cancel culture.
You wouldn't do this to the vile shaman. How does he fucking get away with it?
Nah, his TV series got cancelled. He's only doing live dates
Yeah,
now.
well, he took, you know, medieval Ambien. That's the only reason he started sending all those ravens out with that.
announces the township, but not the exact dungeon, so that protesters can't turn up.
Boy, this dungeon's chock full of people. Of
Yeah,
all these guys.
It's going for a while as well.
Yeah.
Lots of grotty little goblins in here,
Oh,
aren't
that's
there?
why I've kinda
Lots of
doubled back on myself.
naughty little boys and girls running around
Yeah.
in here.
Don't love that phrasing.
You're going around giving them a little spanking on the bot.
We're in a grubby little dungeon, and that's made me feel a lot more vile
Sexy?
shaman.
Oh.
This is
Here
gotta
we
be
go.
it.
Look at that
All
door.
right.
Okay,
You're
time
telling me
to-
nothing's
It's
behind
sealed.
that door? Well, demons
Open it.
approach.
Yeah. Make it
Go on then. Oh, I'll have to
unsealed.
protect her for a minute. Sure.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Classic protection
Yeah.
bit.
Don't worry, milady. I'll put my sword in the small of your back. How do
What about-
these guys like?
What about this for a character?
Yep.
John Mullady.
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Coming out in the really beautiful three-piece suit and the fedora.
Yeah. You're so beautiful. You're a bitch. Why didn't you reply?
I guess nice guys really do finish last.
I did it.
Good for you. Well done.
All
What do
right.
these guys do with the rest of their time when there's no one to, swarm in here? Do you reckon?
Just chat, riff, maybe
Hang
play
out.
games.
Probably make YouTube videos.
Yeah.
It's a way to pass the time. They could watch them.
Well, maybe wear in the world of this game, maybe like wear the game to them.
Well, we'd have to be like Town Crying to get a podcast done in
Oh,
this
yeah.
world. So
Ah,
we'd
sure,
be in the
that's it,
middle of
yeah.
a village going, like, having a conversation, but screaming it. waving a bell.
Ringing our bells over the top of each other.
Yeah, yeah.
People gathering around and being like, "Oh, hey, can I join in?" No.
Yeah.
You're not actually our friend. We're strangers to you.
That's right. At home, the town cry is my best friend.
If you need to shave, then simply don't. The fine people at No Shaving say
Here we
grow your
go.
beards long here in the medieval era.
Beyond this lake lies the necropolis of the firstborn.
Oh, are we not going to get a boss? Maybe just like a.
Ah, look at this shit.
Just some chat.
Look
Yeah.
at what's drawn all on the ground here. She's going to turn into some crazy boss, I reckon. It's going to come shooting out of her neck.
Oh.
Maybe not, but some shit's going to happen here.
Divine element.
You think I ain't going to kill people on this, you know,
Killing floor.
flow chart that they've drawn down here? This ideas board? No wrong ideas in demon summoning, okay? We'll put everything down. Okay, yeah, summon a small demon. We'll start there. Maybe we want a little bigger.
She showed me things I can't even put into words.
I kind of that like rogue hair I think is pretty cool.
The
If
what?
like her hair there
Hair which
with the white strands like Rogue
Oh.
from the
Oh,
X-Men.
right.
here.
Oh yeah, she's going crazy.
100%. She's turning into a
she's standing on a lose your mind map.
Yeah. That's not bad.
I had that up the sleeve for a bit. I was hoping she was
In
gonna
the
go
slow
crazy.
cooker, just ready to go.
All right.
This is my discovery.
You leave her alone. Are you okay, ma'am?
Oh, yeah.
You must stop this.
She's oh.
Oh, bit of a wrinkle there. Didn't see that one coming.
Get a load of Ellie over here.
Okay.
Weird. So you see, you know, you've got your little health bar up the top there with those triangles as well.
Yeah.
I believe
Oh,
those
yep.
triangles are when she will drop, more of those health potions.
Oh, interesting.
Yep, give me some more.
What'd she have the bloody chili last night? Okay.
Oh. That California Reaper.
Oh, little red. So yeah, you know, you got all those things flying around. It's like a boss fight from a video game.
It
Yeah.
really is. It's got the health bar.
Yeah.
You're attacking.
It's a little more difficult than the other ones you've been fighting.
You see, you got to move have a bit of a sense of place.
Yes.
Yep.
Know where you are. I mean, I'm not really doing it because it's still relatively simple, but oh no!
Fuck.
The hubris.
What about a Moyle whose name is Hugh?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You see?
I don't want you to die.
And, and the baby is like, oh, no.
Let's get some more speed.
And the baby's like,
Well, the parents are like, we're confident this is going to go well.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Hugh's like, I don't know. The last one did not. I guess Hugh would be confident, wouldn't he?
yeah.
Yeah.
That baby's dick is going nowhere.
Yeah, that's good.
That's not bad.
And it's his job to cut it too, so
Yeah,
it's like,
of
what's
course.
he doing?
Uh-oh.
I'm losing some health here. But I imagine if I kill these guys, that'll really get me out of this sticky situation.
Yeah, you sure are in a bit of a bind here, aren't you?
As a Diablo fan from way back, what I think I've got to do is whack these guys enough time until
Yeah,
they
Nox,
go.
Would it be fair to say that, yep, this is you? And that people might be wondering how you got yourself into this situation.
I think that would be a crazy thing to say.
You really got a one-track mind in this game. It's like the solution to every problem is just to kill everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What
But the
about talking
simplicity-
it out?
Fuck that. The simplicity of all my enemies need to die.
Right.
That I can relate to.
It's not a Fallout or something where it's like, well, maybe I can convince them that...
Yeah. Men would rather repeatedly click on a demon until it dies than go to therapy.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Having no monthly subscription fee is cheaper. If they make it games as a service, then it does get too close to therapy.
Fuck,
Although-
that would be great. It's just like a psyop where it's like you're playing with people online, but
Yeah.
they're like trained mental health professionals.
Oh,
That's not bad.
yes.
Yeah, all the cutscenes that I'm skipping are actually Lilith going like, the only reason I'm doing this is from deep trauma from my parents.
We're going to to make Lilith pay.
Sometimes a routine can help.
Have you tried cheering up?
Get that.
Perhaps it's not so bad.
You need to.
How much water are you drinking?
My mother started this damn ritual.
Or a thing that a therapist said to me once. Oof. Yeah.
Meet me
That sounds bad.
Oh, boy.
All right. Well, see ya.
I got told once to tie a bit of rope around my wrist, and then when I feel bad, I can look down at the rope, and that'll remind me to just feel good. And I was like, I came in here and told you I'm depressed, and your solution is to tie some rope around a part of my body. I swear to God, this happened.
I'm going to put a noose in within my eye line.
within easy reach.
Yeah.
And then went out to the reception. They were like, "So when do you want to make your next appointment?" I'm like, "Oh, that's bold."
All right. Well, she's done for.
Is that the end of that quest? Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Let's see if we get out of here.
You're just trapped.
Fuck.
Go back to... maybe I just need to... Oh, she said just leave. All right. Well, let's do the handy thing where there's no scrolls anymore. You just teleport with the T button.
Oh, yeah.
On your keyboard, and then va-va-voom, we should be back in the big city. And I want to hopefully maybe see some other people running around just so that we can be like, hey, look at that. It's real.
It's the Destiny hub.
Yeah. There they are.
Hey.
Dante and Apathy and Dirty. Get a load of dirty.
Is that Christina?
I hope so. Bubbly rubbish. That would describe her music.
Meanwhile, they're doing their own video being like, look at this idiot called Dog just running around.
We got Chook. We got Goon. We got
Chook.
Bar BBQ. I think I'm on Australian servers.
Yeah, fucking hell.
We got Bachelor's handbag. We got Bricky's laptop.
I'm pretty sure Decky just ran into the
Yes.
thing, so good for him. Yeah, you got this main hub town thing. You got other players.
We got Noodle, thinks all quests take 2 minutes.
Zero Dawn. I'm going to run after them. Hey, Aloy, get back here. All right, see you later. Oh, there's Chook.
Nice.
What are you buying? A bloody one of you to eat? See ya. It's pretty fun. I'm enjoying myself with this. I'm looking forward to having a crack of the full game when it comes out, because, you know, with something like this where you're building a character, you don't necessarily want to... Once you know that the hooks are in, you know, you want to...
Be able to commit to it properly? Yeah.
But I'm liking it. It is probably exactly what you would imagine that Diablo would be today. Like,
Yes.
they're
Yeah.
not doing something surprising.
And they haven't fucked it by the looks of it.
What if Diablo's still on TV? That's what you're saying.
Yeah, this is Diablo 2000. But, like, the one sort of potential stress point where they could fuck it here is how they seasonalize it and you know, going forward, if it's something that's going to make you feel like you're missing out by not playing it every week, then I don't know about that, man.
Then you know what? They're going to get a lot of people playing it every week.
Well, they will too. So
As angry as the fans of Destiny are about Destiny, they play it all the
angry,
time.
exactly. That's how come they've got such specific complaints with it, because they are deep in.
Yeah.
I expect the same thing to happen here because it makes business sense and the game seems to be built with that sort of thing in mind. So, you know, we'll see what the full thing is like, but I'm enjoying the Diablo clicking feeling.
Right. I mean, yeah, even if that stuff is in it to an extent, as
It
long
could be
as
done
there's a normal Diablo campaign you can play through, see
Which
some
there
sick
is, you know.
cutscenes, then yeah.
Here's your main quests.
Yeah.
Here's your little gold exclamation points. Chuck a couple more weeklies and dailies and monthlies and whatever in there, then sure, whatever.
Yeah.
That's what games are now. And this is seemingly a pretty fun one. So we'll be back in like June, July on the podcast, I guess, to review it. We're probably all going to go in. Maybe not you, Tommy, but me and Ben will.
Yeah.
So go over and have a listen to our podcast if you never have, if you just happen to find this because you were looking for Diablo. And we'll see you another time.
Bye.
Thank you.